Okay, so I'm guessing still have the intro thing like.
Just what? I think that should be the intro sound. Is you? You sound like you're gonna. Like you just sound like you're gonna kill yourself. You sound like you're like 2 steps away from writing your suicide note.
Well, to be honest. Hi guys, we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to talk about our E3 predictions. We do this every year, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Unofficially, we just talk over this little app called, app? Program. Software called Uvu.
There you go, software.
Uvu, aka Orange Skype.
Oh.
Skype is blue.
I don't know
Uvu.
where you're going with this because you just keep pausing, looking like you keep looking at me like I'm gonna know what you're gonna say.
Dude, well, friggin' keep up. Yeah. So
I don't want to keep
if
up
you
to you.
haven't, what? If you haven't heard, Nintendo, they just
has announced nothing.
They announced they have nothing for E3 except for Zelda.
Which I mean, that is probably their strongest product. That's what I buy. That's what I bought the Wii U for.
Yeah, but they're only showing off the Wii U version. And that means that they're showing off. They're basically saying, "Hey guys, this is our thing to create hype and excitement. It is the worst version of our title, and it's delayed again. Enjoy."
I bet what they're going to do is, like, you know how they said they're going to be waiting to release the NX, obviously, another year, because they want more game titles. I hope they're going to spend that time polishing Zelda even more. That's why they chose not to show it. Or they're just trying not to hype the NX at all for now. To try and avoid that kind of overhype where people, like, they super love it, like, they get super excited, blah, 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 and then, like, because of all the hype, it just kind of, you know, you reach the tipping point where you just kind of start to lose interest quickly. And now with the extra year delay, they're probably just trying to avoid that. The fuck is that?
Wow. A brony just signed in the Steam. I feel like you're right, but if it was releasing earlier, that would also fix the problem of them. Also fix the problem. For you audio listeners out there. Shane just grabbed the freaking controller and pretended to play something. Anyway, it would fix the problem. It wouldn't slow down as far as if it was coming out sooner, or if they didn't say anything until later. The fact that they're showing it at E3, but it's not coming out until next year, I think is a mistake.
Okay. Again, this seems like a lot of conflict of interest. Like some people wanted to show it, and then maybe after it's shown, it was like, then like the committee like changed their mind. They're like, no, it's not coming out the next year. Blah blah blah. Just show fireworks. We'll just.
I remember that.
Oh god,
that was dumb.
Oh.
But
I don't know. It seems like it might not have been their plan to show it and then delay it. Like, it seems like it was like something from inside the company that was just butting heads.
Probably. All
right, good insight.
But I feel like the reason that they're not showing, aside from the games, that they're not showing the NX, is that I remember earlier, like maybe a year and a half ago or something, they were talking about, they say, they were talking about, Nintendo was talking about how they wanted to keep their new concept a secret.
I do actually remember that.
So I think they're waiting for, they know that Sony and Microsoft are going to have like the show floor at E3 pretty much because of their alleged new consoles. And
0.5s?
Yeah, they're half gens. They're half breeds.
God.
Dirty half breed.
Filthy casual.
And they have to have their own spotlight.
Okay, so do we really know anything about the half gens yet?
I don't think anything was officially announced, but the reason people know about it is because they have information about it or whatever.
Yeah.
So what I've heard is that Sony is going to have a version, like the higher version of the PS4, like better insides, I guess, look exactly the same, and it's going to have a different mode for all of the software. So all the software released after this is going to have like a a Neo mode or a 4K or 4.5 mode and a normal mode, and then if you have the new console, you can go to that one. So it'll have like higher frame rate or something like that.
Yeah.
It'll just run smoother. But they're not going to have exclusive games for it. So they're not going to cut their audience in half or whatever.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting anything like that.
New 3DS.
God, I just know in the past it's always been like they'd have the PlayStation and then they'd have like the Slim, they have the Xbox, and they have the Elite. Was there a difference between like the arcade and the Elite except for fixing like did they upgrade anything in it, or did they just change it so it didn't melt?
I think it was hard drive space, and they added an Ethernet port.
And that's it?
Or
no,
they, or
arcade has Ethernet port.
Really? One of them didn't.
I have the very first one that has an Ethernet port. Does the new one only have Wi-Fi?
I don't know. Probably.
I think that might be it.
Okay.
Because I know I have the arcade. I still have my original Xbox, and I have Ethernet.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it just seems weird to me for console gaming at least to come out with two consoles. You know, the next gen one, which would be the one, and then the half gen, which would be the. They better not call it 1.5. All I can say. Okay, it seems weird to have those and then give them two different hardware sends. Like, I know it's normal because they're just gonna make the games that are better, like for the half gen, and then scale it down. So it doesn't really affect game making, but it seems like a weird step for me for consoles to have two different qualities of game.
I feel like it's perfectly fine because at some point they're going to phase out the old one, and then the new one is just going to be the only one in stores, I think. Because if you go to buy an Xbox 360 right now, or like even if they're still like when the current gen just started, you can still go buy an Xbox 360. It was the slim one that had it had like a Halo game with it, or the one that looks like an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Like the super slim or whatever it was called. So it was only like those. You couldn't really buy the old one anymore with like the hard drive on top and stuff. So I feel like that's going to become the Neo and the Smith.
Oh, okay. So no. So you think they're just gonna phase out the Xbox One for the Xbox Smith?
Yeah. We're going with that now. The Xbox Smith.
Official prediction.
There's something else I wanted to talk about though, and I don't think
War
we discussed this before the recording.
We didn't discuss much of this at all. Apart from making the Smith joke, I mean,
a while ago when the patents for Nintendo's next hardware thing came out, fuck you too. I was gonna put those on later. They're gone. He threw my socks and it hit the cymbal. Okay, so
I was actually trying to hit the snare. I was just trying to make a sound with the drums.
kind of missed. They had a patent, or the patent was like public, for Nintendo's next hardware revision, and it didn't have an optical disc drive.
Oh yeah.
You saw that, right?
I did.
Okay, yeah. So now there's new rumors coming out, speculation that.
Wow. That Jesus.
Don't worry about it.
Surprise.
Speculation that.
No, that's not what you said before.
That it is going to use cartridges. It's not just going to be digital only, which is what some people thought.
Yeah.
It's going to use cartridges. So think like back in N64 days, but not like the giant ones.
Yeah.
More like flash drives that have a game already on it, pretty much.
Yeah. See, I'm slightly worried about that. Cause okay, Jeremy, 10 years ago, how much would you pay for a AAA title game?
$59.99.
How much do you pay for it now?
$79.99.
And that's like, and most of them come to like $100, $100 and something after if you get like DLC or Game of the Year edition, and that's on discs. Once they switch to something like you know how Nintendo uses the almost like SD cards. SD cards are way more than optical discs. Just production wise.
There's a thing that another part to this that it almost solves that or whatever, but where I was reading this or whatever was saying that read only, they're using SD cards as an example, but those are like read and write. Like read only ones, like cheaper. The prices are always going down as it goes on, and this is like future proofing it because
This is true.
the thing is that like the speed is a lot faster on a cartridge.
And it can hold a lot more.
Yeah, it can definitely hold a lot more. And if they have to, it's not going to be like a one size disc thing. If a game only comes up to like the 3DS one, it can go up to 8 gigabytes, hold 8 gigabytes. And if a game is only 2 gigabytes, they have it on like a 2 gigabyte card.
Yeah.
So they could just do that with the NX, or they could. This is my patented idea.
Copyright.
They could have. Do you remember Final Fantasy VII? Insert disc 4 out of 6 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
they could just have 2 slots.
Oh god.
And if they only have
Man,
if
you
they
know,
only have 32 gig cartridges and the game comes up to like 58,
Yeah.
they can just have like 1 and 2, put them both in at the same time, and it's like there's just one in it.
That'd be interesting, but I think at that point they'd just make the bigger cartridge.
No, I'm
Just charge you a little bit extra.
I feel like
Also, but something I would like, maybe like 6 or 7 of those where you can just switch between games.
it's 6 or 7 different like ports.
Yeah.
It's called a hard drive. They're all on this at that point. Just
No.
if you don't want to switch games, get digital. That's
No, but digital, you need the storage space for. I guess this is still storage space. I'd still like to just have all of them so I could still have the physical copies of them without having to get up every time.
a disc changer.
Yeah.
Like in the DVD players.
See, that was a great thing. We used to have a DVD
They
player.
break so easily. So many moving parts. My dad's downstairs. When you turn it on, it goes.
Don't make it a. Listen, we've learned, Jeremy. We have to have advanced to the point where we can change discs.
Okay, but another thing.
We have been to space.
Before video games. But another thing.
Yeah, but now people care.
Another thing is that you could have a lot more modest hard drives inside of a console because you wouldn't have to install every game you play.
That's
Because
true.
it would actually go off of the cartridge itself instead of like installing some data from the disc onto the console, or pretty much all of it onto the console. Like, think of for some people that don't know about what we're talking about in terms of how the speed is different. A good example, this might not be like 1-to-1 comparison, but if you have the Legend of Zelda Ocarina or Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for GameCube, and if you have what?
I do. I was just saying.
Oh, me too. Yeah, we have that.
Nice.
If you don't,
Good luck.
anyway, and if you have Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64, when you press start and press B to save, it goes like B, save. If you press it on the GameCube version, if you press B and it cuts to a black screen, it's like saving, and you have to wait.
It does.
That is going to be the difference of like speed, but it's also going to like a memory card.
Yeah. Versus going to itself, basically.
Yeah. And if you just two things. When you said that, you just reminded me that things would be
welcome.
saved on the cartridge itself too.
That would be interesting. But
I hope
you'd still need your Microsoft account probably to access your saves or something.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope you
It-
can still have it
maybe-
on your hard drive.
Maybe like old Mega Man, like you know how before you could save games.
Oh,
It'd give you a code.
I hate that so much. I started Oracle Season. Okay, well, what's the coolest code? Okay, cool. Like, Google. But another thing is that people that don't like downloading digital games,
Yeah.
Nintendo, theoretically could, have a purchasable read and write card, and then you go to an EB Games.
Nintendo's not that forward thinking. It's a great idea though.
Like, you buy a digital game from them, then they just put it on your card for you, and then you go home.
That
and
would
you have
be
a physical
fantastic.
copy of it.
That would be fantastic, but I don't think they would do it because they're not that forward thinking as Nintendo.
But new president.
Even if they were, okay,
New president.
okay, ignoring that fact, we'll just say even if they were, I don't think they would because that seems like a really easy thing for people to exploit somehow. That device is something people could probably build.
What do you mean? like build to, but they wouldn't have the game on it then.
They would like hacking would definitely, I think, not be a problem, because one person would build it, download it onto the internet, and then everyone would just download from him. So it's only like one person would buy it.
Okay.
Because it's a read and write thing, right?
Yes.
He would read like the entire game. They'd just find a way to do that, like they always do.
Yeah.
I mean, a physical thing is just you can't protect it. And then he would just upload that to the internet, and everyone else would just build the same thing he did and download all their games anyways, just for free from him.
I think Sega did that. What happened? That's what happened with Sega. You could use any CD and then just like.
I mean, you can do that with pretty much any. I think any old, not PlayStation, like any old Xbox games. I think you could do that.
Yeah, the first Xbox got hacked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I
know you could play Wii games if you had certain optical drives too.
I didn't even remember. I didn't even know what the normal Xbox menu looked like because, the one I saw was like an army dude saying, "How about a glass of shut the fuck up?" He had like a mug with that on it, and he's like smiling and stuff.
It's a very internet like picture.
Yeah, this was back in like 2004, I think. So like that's what I thought it was. What are you doing?
I'm trying to like lean back and get a little comfortable at least.
Dude, just lean on the desk. Wow, not what I meant.
I said lean backwards.
Okay, so
Oh, my back hurts. Oh,
I think that is a good point, but I feel like Nintendo would. I feel like the cartridges would be harder to get into than just like
I think
a
they'd be
disc
harder
of
to.
like just put it in your computer.
I think they'd be hard to, but I also don't think it would be any problem for someone who'd wanted to after the first person did it. Which one person doing it, I am like that
Maybe
day one.
A read and write
6 hours after it's released.
A read and write once.
Once.
Like.
I mean, that's all you really need is you
No.
download it and you write it on once. You got the game. You're not going to re-upload it.
No, like,
Again, I still think just one person can find their way through it. Like, there's smart people out there on the internet. And, like, you just can't protect physical things anymore.
I mean, whatever, right?
Every game you buy comes with a bodyguard.
Hey, no!
He has to move in with you to make sure.
Yeah, so, the Nintendo NX, I saw a concept on Reddit
Okay.
of somebody made a mock-up of what the NX could be. And what it was, it had... Okay.
I do like the color, too.
Controller. Controller?
Like, yeah. Your classic Nintendo controller.
Yep. Xbox 360, and then Nintendo Xbox 360.
I bet they could tell what it was just by the sound if you hang the triggers and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. ASMR. Tap, tap, tap.
Oh.
Right trigger. You have to do the creepy voice. Right trigger.
Grenade, buddy.
ASMR, that's plays.
I would love to go full
Say
ASMR,
every single
that's
button that you press. Playing Smash Bros. Like that. L down, L down. Like, okay, so.
like whatever side of the controller it's on, that's what side it comes in, so it's like
Yeah, like the binaural audio.
yeah.
Anyway, NX, it was a normal controller that had a place to put a screen. But but it wasn't a thing that comes with it, and you can use it without having an NX. So it was like Nintendo making their own thing they called the ID or whatever, like the independent display or something like that. And
like a sidekick.
Almost think of Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah.
But it didn't it didn't have buttons on it. It looked more like a round, like pill-shaped smartphone.
Okay.
And it was thin. Well, obviously, it was very thin. It had camera. It had a headphone jack, and you can use it for things like the pedometer or like going into Nintendo's.
They really like to try and make it so it's everything. Like the DS, like go out and meet people, make sure you always have it on, have it in your pocket, do all this stuff.
Yes, like Street Pass with
Here's a
that.
pedometer.
Street Pass with that would be a lot better than with the DS. This DS is like it's huge.
I just
you
want
take
to
it
play
with
my
you.
games in my room. I don't want to have friends to play games. I don't want to have to know strangers.
Dude, that's how you make cool new friends.
That's how I don't. That's why I don't use my DS. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Wow. Let's stop here. Fuck you, Nintendo.
You can't make me popular.
And when you attach it to your controller,
Yeah.
it doesn't do second screen. It doesn't do like
Like an asymmetrical screen.
yeah, it is asymmetrical. It doesn't do like a screen copy of like the TV.
Oh, okay.
It does like it would show instead of that little blue light that just lights up and you don't know what the fuck happened.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah, so dumb.
God.
It would show on that screen, and then you can actually use everything in the menu without having to do anything on the TV.
That'd be useful, but again, pretty forward thinking for Nintendo.
Yeah, but they have things that support this.
Do
Like,
they? They have like rumors and stuff. Rumor
Kind
has
of.
it?
Rumor has it that
gave
you're
up.
fiddling with that
I
chair.
gave up.
Rumor has
your
it that that Nintendo is going to it's going to be able to. This was like an old rumor, so I don't know how freaking credible this is, but it's going to have a
There's
way
plenty
to
of
connect with
rumor time in the next year.
yeah, connect with smartphone devices and other consoles.
I hate it when I never really liked the smartphone device thing. I mean, the only thing I've ever found it useful for is shut up. Is when I play Assassin's Creed 4, and you can put the map on it, you can set a marker, and it'll just appear in your game. That was like one of the most useful things I've ever seen it used for.
Oh yeah, that's
Everything else seems like
that's like the gamepad though.
yeah, but everything else seems not only just gimmicky, but it's like gimmicky and intrusive, but also like it just takes me out of it. Like it's not a separate thing for me. It is a separate thing. It's always all right. Stop playing the game, pick up the smart device, do whatever.
No, like well, aside from the menu things, like this stuff would be when you're not playing the game.
What do you mean?
Like for instance,
I think I'm confused.
Think of do you know the achievement thing on the 360? It's like you got an achievement or someone signed in.
Yes.
Like that pill-shaped thing. Okay, that's on your controller now, but it's the size of that screen, and you can interact with it there.
Oh, okay.
Or
See, I
you
would
can
like that.
you can take that screen away from your controller, and then it'll just be in your pocket to like go on the internet or listen to music or talk to your friends through like Miiverse and stuff.
So it's kind of just like a Nintendo phone.
Yeah, or like a Nintendo like iPod Touch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good parallel.
Yeah, so and it comes with the it can come with it, or you can use like your normal smartphone
Yeah.
to do those things away from it. Like
I don't know, I could see it working out if they did it right, but I don't have a lot of hope.
I don't have hope either, but
Okay.
if they did it right, it would be great. Think of a game where you have to do a lot of grinding.
Oh yeah.
So like, not like technical like the full length gameplay or something, but for games like Fire Emblem or something,
Yeah.
just you pull your ID. Sir, can I see your ID? Beep, beep.
I can't wait till we get to that stage of society too.
You pull out your ID, and then you just play like mini games or something that give you XP. And then once you put it back on your controller, like with NFC, boom, it's in your game.
Get that XP.
Yeah,
See that might be
like
bad.
just stuff like that.
Angry Birds to get some to grind to get that new sword.
Yeah, pretty much, because Nintendo is like with their whole new My Nintendo system, it's actually kind of genius, but they're going to fuck it up somehow. Mark my words.
Oh, don't worry. Dude, don't you worry.
With Miitomo.
Oh.
With
Alright.
Miitomo, you can get coins, or like they have these Nintendo missions or My Nintendo missions, something like that. You can get Miitomo coins, or you can get platinum coins or gold coins. You get gold coins from purchasing games. You get platinum coins from just doing things, kind of like Nintendo achievements. And there's Miitomo coins specifically for Miitomo. But and then it shows when you go to My Nintendo website, it shows up like all of your coins fall into like a bin. and you can spend them on actual things in real life.
Yeah.
Kind of.
See, that's cool.
But I feel like those are going to become achievements in games, kind of like it is in Miitomo, but there's daily ones. So you do the same thing, but do it every day.
So you can make money.
Yeah.
But no, basically.
Like, for Miitomo coins, you can get, like, a Mario outfit.
Gun Gale.
Or, like, when you sign to Miiverse, every week you get, like, maybe, I think it's, like, 15 coins or something.
Yeah.
For 30 coins, it's, like, 20% off this game. Stuff like that. But I feel like that's a good idea, unless they have specific coins for every game. Because it shows up in separate bins. So if you have, like, 20 games, it's like, okay, I have this many coins. Shit. How many Zelda coins do I have?
Yeah, you've got, like, 2 gold coins in Zelda. You can buy a bluer hat.
You can buy a red heart.
Yeah. Wow, that would suck.
Or you can cut some grass. But another thing is, like, I am interested in how they handle achievement score or gamer score.
See, I think Xbox just kind of has that market. It's theirs now, to be honest. I think even if Nintendo got it perfect, it's just too. Their achievements, their gamer score.
Yeah, like
that is
even,
what it's
even
like
with,
horde mode.
With Sony's, it's still called gamer score. Or like when you get a trophy,
Yeah.
I mean, it's your trophy level, but like it's still called gamer score. But Sony did it interestingly, where it has 3 different types of trophies. It has a gold, silver, and bronze.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get all of them for a certain game, you get another one called platinum.
Which I actually like.
And it's like an RPG where like it has a green bar. The more trophies you get, for the levels, your green bar goes up, and then you're like level 2. It goes up more into level 3. And platinum, you get like a huge chunk. And then it says like how many total trophies you have, how many platinums you have, and then your level.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have like.
I don't care as much for the level part.
Yeah, I don't really care as much for the level part either. Well, I don't care about for the level part.
All
I was
right.
gonna say I like the trophy, the amount
like
of
the
trophies, the amount of trophies that's there. And the platinum things.
Mm.
I almost got a platinum trophy. So close.
I guess the only platinum trophy I'd have would be in Assassin's Creed 2. 100% that game all the way through.
Fuck that game.
I've 100%. I hate it when I 100% a game and like make DLC.
Yeah.
I think that happened with 2 of the Halos. They just released DLC and I just lost my 100%. And I just never had the urge to get it.
Yeah. Does it even say like 100% or anything?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Like if you go to your achievements, the ones that you've 100% it will be at the very beginning. Like they have their own section.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like when you go into games, you have to look for like 1,000 out of 1,000.
No.
That would be dumb.
No, it will say like you've got like it says you have all of your achievements. It's like a bigger picture too, I think.
Okay.
And it's like it's its own section.
Okay. Yeah. So, platinum trophies, and then I think level's the most important.
Really?
Yeah, because that's not number of trophies, but that's like the worth of your trophies, pretty much.
See, that's
Like,
why
you
like
can have,
gamer
like-
score.
you
You
can
look
have,
at you look at someone 36,000, you're like, damn.
Yeah, but,
Actually, I don't know how much is high anymore.
but that's why I want Sony to have an overall, because like I want there to be a number beside the green bar.
Oh, okay.
Like when you
so
look,
it's just level. It doesn't say.
yeah, it doesn't say like this many. Like the green bar doesn't have like points build up, like
just
25,000
a green bar.
points to get to level 7. It's just green bar 7, green
So
bar
I have
8.
a question. I think this is a very important thing that Microsoft got to like just point on when they did it. Every game has to have a certain amount of achievement points. Like every game has 1,000 or.
Yes.
But does Sony have that, or is it just arbitrary shit? Where it's like a 2-hour game could have 3,000, or get you like 4 bars, or I don't know how it works. It could get you 3 bars, where like a full AAA game might get you 1.
It's usually all the I don't know specifically,
Yeah.
but since it doesn't have like a score, I don't think all of them will have the same, because some of them have like. I remember one game I had.
As long
I
as
think-
they increase you the same amount of bar for each game, I think.
I think it was 3D Dot Game Heroes.
Wow.
Great game, by the way.
All right.
The 3D. That's like a beautiful graphic version of like an old Zelda game.
Oh!
And it's
I
like
know
made out
this
of
game.
pixels.
I know this
Great game.
I remember playing it.
So good.
Here.
Yeah, I had it.
Go on.
No, I rented it. Wow.
I don't know.
Blockbuster's dead.
Did you rent from Blockbuster?
I think so.
Oh my god. I used to rent games from Blockbuster all the time.
There's like
Dragon Ball Z.
Tenkachi 2.
No, Budokai Tenkaichi.
Oh,
3.
well. That was the Wii U one. Ew, I'm talking about PS2.
No,
Or
just
Wii
Wii.
one.
Yeah.
I was talking about PS2.
Dude, Dragon Burst. You had to do the move. Ah!
And that's why the Wii remotes are bad. I remember you doing this and ripping the thing out.
See, I did do that, but I also specifically bought one that made it wireless for the nunchuck. I still have that because of Dragon Ball.
Wow.
I used to play crap of it. Gohan Super Saiyan 2, he gets an extra, like, I guess teleport thing. Like, you only get like 2 or 3 for each character. He can have like 4. You can just like punch someone, teleport behind them, like hit them again. Like you can chain an entire it's basically like the combos that they use in Street Fighter.
Oh.
Like you could do that and take down like 80% of someone's house, and then just like do one attack and kill them.
You said house.
I did.
You could take down 80% of someone's house. Dick move, go on. Anyway, okay. Sony
Super Saiyan 2, man. You can get control itself.
Sony's thing. I remember a game having like a bunch of bronze trophies, and then like 3 silver, and then 1 gold. And once you get all of those, you get the platinum.
Okay.
But sometimes it's like every time you beat a chapter, you get a silver trophy.
Yeah.
So
it's not very.
It's not really the. I think they're all around the same. Like your level will go up or whatever, because people know how many trophies they have to get to be a certain level. So there has to be
don't
like
know how many trophies a game will have, really.
Yeah, some of them might have like bronze is a certain amount, silver a certain amount, and gold whatever. But some of them have like 73 trophies, and then another one would have like 40. But they might have more golds in that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want Nintendo's to have a level, but also have a total like score.
See, I wouldn't mind level, but I want every game to be set. Like, again, I don't care if I can see the experience, but I want every game to give you the same amount of experience to get to the next level.
Okay.
Like, say it takes 1,000 experience to get to each level. I don't care what the number is. It could be 1,012. It could be some arbitrary stupid number.
Yeah.
But I want each game to either give you like all 1,000 like to get 1 level, or like each game if you perfect it to give you. It doesn't have to give you a full level. It could give you like 50 experience for all I care. I just want it to be the exact same number for every single game.
Huh. I feel like some games would have more though. Like they should make some games have more.
Again, like as long as, like again, I think Microsoft, like I said before, got it spot on. Where like big games, you have 1,000, and if you add DLC, each DLC can give you like 250 more or something. And then for any like arcade games, you're allowed 750. Like they set the numbers. Like you don't like it, don't make a game. Like,
but there are
set.
bigger games with like 5,000 and stuff.
They are, but they're all DLC though, I believe.
No, like, for instance, the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
I think it has like 5,000 gamer score or something like that.
I don't think, is that really true?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, they really dropped the ball.
Like some games that are like collections, or one of their big advertisement parts of this is it has more gamer score in the community. Microsoft isn't like more gamer score, but like the people are like, oh, this game has way more gamer score. Freaking Ray's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one, obviously, but like,
I guess the one exception you could make to that is if it was like a collection where it had just 3 other, like if you bought like a Halo collection that had like Halo 1, 2, 3, you could have, I guess, 3,000.
yeah.
But I don't know, even still, that's the one exception I could see.
It's
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. That is depressing. For years they had it set. It was not an option for years. It was this or nothing.
Microsoft likes breaking their own rules.
God.
But
We've been going for long enough.
drop the mic off
Actually,
the table.
Pretty close.
Yeah. There's there's. I said an hour.
You melted and then you decided to.
Yeah. That was the joke. Okay, so
Oh.
when
Why?
when Nintendo does it, I feel like. Wait,
Alright.
already said this. And Sony's when you said the level thing, it takes longer and longer to get to the next level.
Like, oh yeah.
It's like think of like RPG grinding or whatever.
Yeah,
Or like
again.
leveling up.
I don't care, like, the thing, I just want each game to give me the same experience. That's all that matters to me.
Really?
Basically, like,
I would want my opinion of a shitty game to give me less.
see, but that's, you can't really
Or, like-
include opinion in this, though. Like, when you're coming up with a
Maybe
system
like,
like this.
indie game and then like AAA game, like
Like Microsoft did. AAA games pretty much 1,000, and then indie games, which would be like
indie
small-
quality games.
Yeah, like any smaller arcade games, they had less.
If your AAA game looks like shit, no score. Okay, but
So like Metroid, Zelda, Mario, all of those 1,000, and then like, you know what? I guess Pikmin would be 1,000, but I hate it so much.
Yeah,
500.
see, Pikmin is a AAA game, but I don't.
But that would be 1,000 one though.
It would be 1,000, but it might as well be like a tap iPhone game. Like,
No, fan of Pikmin.
hold your finger here to make them walk, and then draw a circle on these people, and then freaking wait. That's what Pikmin is.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically Mario too. It's just like, all you really need in Mario is a jump and a right button.
Oh, 2D Mario games suck. Oh, dude.
That's most of them.
The 3D world and the galaxies and the sunshine in 64. Those are the only Mario games in my brain. Okay, good rebuttal. So what is? We gotta wrap this up soon, but
We do.
I want to hear your. We only talked about Nintendo, fuck Sony and Microsoft, but I want to hear
Wow.
your wish list for E3.
Oh man, Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3 is going to be. Titanfall 3 is going to be super good.
No, I'm actually super, like, I bought Titanfall. Oh, I hate that. I had to buy an Origin because it's not it's not on Steam. I downloaded Origin
Everything should be on Steam.
just for Titanfall. Everything should be on Steam.
Fuck Origin.
I hate.
Fuck Uplay.
Oh, you play.
Assassin's Creed 3. I had to get a Uplay account. Why?
Uplay is a bastard. I think.
Made that game even
No,
worse.
you don't know. Ignoring that for now. I played the crap of Titanfall. I can't wait for Titanfall 2. That's one of my super things I'm excited for. You know, it's like a new IP. The only thing is, Titanfall is a great game, but not a lot. Like, it really died off quickly.
There was no campaign.
That's true. There was not.
Titanfall 2 campaign.
Is there?
I think so.
Oh man, Jeremy, you should buy a computer.
I thought you were gonna say Xbox One. I was gonna hit you.
Jeremy, you should buy a computer. Buy a computer.
I have a computer, silly.
That's not true.
Right here. Is that it for your wish list?
I mean, obviously Zelda, but I know that's not coming up for a while.
Rip.
Again, see, I pretty much just watched the Sony Microsoft ones to know what PC games are gonna come out.
Oh.
Because I don't really have an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, nor do I have much of a desire for one.
I guess.
Destiny PC I'd be down for.
Okay. So your conclusion is
Titanfall 2.
fuck Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
But fuck, like, Microsoft a little bit more, just because they do a lot of annoying stuff.
Oh.
Mostly just Uplay. I guess Uplay is more Ubisoft, but I feel like Microsoft really encourages that.
Yeah.
That really annoys me.
Okay.
Go PC. PC Master Race.
Wii U Master Race.
No.
It has the best games this generation.
We use basically just mole people.
Mole people?
Yeah, if there's like PC's Master Race, then it's like
Okay.
then it's like
no,
Xbox,
I don't care. Okay,
it's
my
like
predictions.
Xbox and PlayStation 3 are like the land dwellers like humans, and then just
My
mole people.
prediction for
You're a mole.
E3 is that, or
Mole.
that movie's old.
Oh,
Turtle
I
enough for the
hate
Turtle
it.
Club. Different movie. but that reminded me.
Absolutely different movie, but that one's fantastic. Like crappy Austin Powers.
So, Nintendo. I think they're going to have a Nintendo Direct shortly after E3, maybe like into early July.
Oh.
So they're not at E3, but that's when they give news for the Pokemon and the new Paper Mario bullshit.
Oh, Pokemon. I'm going to buy Pokemon day one. Also, I think you're right about the Direct, just because I still feel like there's a lot of head clash at Nintendo, so stuff is going to be like, there's going to be a lot of them going back on their word and just kind of overlapping stuff.
Yeah.
I really feel there's a lot of clash.
They have to wait until the announcement and release of the PlayStation VR and the Neo before they can talk about their NX.
They have to get their hype down, yeah. Like they have to get like the other bigger company. I say bigger, but right now they're just on top because of the Wii U flop.
Yeah.
They just kind of get the other competition stuff out of the way so people will actually see theirs.
Yes, exactly. I feel like that's why they're not at E3, because they're going to start talking about their new consoles.
Yeah.
But my wish,
God,
my wish list for E3. Are you ready for this?
All right.
Nintendo actually does something.
Yeah, I have a new wish list I have a new thing that's my wish list. A AAA VR game.
That was on my list.
Ha! My list now.
Okay, VR games that have like a lot of first and third party, I guess, games on the PS4 have VR support.
Mm-hmm.
And Sony announced
I don't want VR support, I want a VR game.
Kind of same thing.
Kind of,
like
but
I want like games to you're able to play it without it, but it's made for VR. Like I want the flip-flop of it's made but you can play it with VR. I want like a VR games, but not everybody's going to have the VR thing, so they'll obviously have a not VR because it shows up on your screen on your TV as a normal version anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just more VR games. And Sony...
I want like a VR game where you need the controllers. Like it is designed for that space.
That's my next thing. Sony's PlayStation Move controllers don't have analog sticks. They're just buttons.
Wait, like movement buttons?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, like not... Okay, it's a home button with like X, circle, triangle, square in the corners of the circle button in the middle.
So, is the circle button
and then you have triggers.
So is there any walking?
There's no D-pads and stuff.
God damn it! Why do they keep?
I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure they had two, like a left and a right.
I want the Vive with the stick.
I'm pretty sure they had the left and a right.
That's all I
want. When they use two hands, only one has the ball on it, right?
Yeah.
So they have two right-handed ones for like in both hands, and the right-handed one doesn't have an analog stick on it.
Huh.
So I want my prediction and / or wish list is Sony announces a new VR controller, specifically for like VR games with actual like traditional controls. Think of the Oculus Touch, but Sony, the Sony Touch.
See, this is everyone always compares VR to like Kinect. It's just like this big like gimmicky or like a movement thing like this. But I think it's slightly different just because I feel like they're putting a lot more weight behind it. Where you have the Vive, you have the Oculus, you have PlayStation game here, you know, like Microsoft. Like they're really like with the Kinect was basically just Xbox, and then there was PlayStation Move, which is kind of like a weird hybrid of like the Kinect and the Wii U controllers almost.
Yeah.
But this is like they're pretty much all kind of going for the same thing. They're just putting a little more weight behind it and just trying to see what sticks.
Yes.
Or the other ones where they were just kind of trying to push their own gimmicky kind of crappy thing.
Yeah, they're trying to pick up the non-gamer audience like that Nintendo did. But so another thing with the PSVR is that you can use it for any game, but it has you're in a room and you're looking at a giant TV with a game on it.
I do like that.
So for me, that would be cool. And I hope you can they announced that you can like customize your room that you're in,
like PlayStation Home,
connected to PlayStation Home.
Oh, okay.
So think of this. Okay, in PlayStation Home, you could have a TV on the thing, but it didn't really do much. You can have like a couch. People can come over and sit on the couch, whatever.
So
think of a VR PlayStation Home.
Watch you play games on your screen.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Or in Sony's trophies, since I think if you click on them, they look. I don't know if this was. I don't have a PS4, but I remember seeing something. It might not even been Sony, but when you have different trophies or like achievements or whatever, they all look different. So like in Microsoft, they have pictures on them. You go into like an actual trophy room and you see them on like stands, and then you like
again, that's really
you
cool
look at it, and then you see like what game it's from, when you got it, and stuff like that. Walk around that in VR.
Again,
like,
that's really cool. As
Sony,
long as you can still access it easily.
Yeah.
Not just through that.
Not just the trophy room.
Nintendo.
Like if that was also part of like a PS4 version of PlayStation Home.
Yeah.
Because I think Sony. My biggest thing that I'm excited for with Sony is the PSVR. Because I don't like. You need a PS4 for it, but like, I can literally just watch a gameplay or something of like a PS4 game, watch a trailer, but you can't really watch a VR trailer without a VR helmet.
Yeah.
And it's very different, so I want that. So they need a new controller.
That's true.
They need a PlayStation Home version.
Cheaper.
I think they announced the price.
Oh, did they?
I think it's $399.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not awful.
Yeah, they need
but then you still have to buy the sticks and everything too, so it basically came to the same price.
you have to buy the controllers too, yeah. But since it works with every game, you can still use a normal controller.
Yeah.
For like that room thing.
See, again, I want VR specific games, like ones you need it for, but I also want every game to come out that you plug it in and it's just like as if you were like pressing your nose to your TV.
Like blurry, like you don't see everything. Like they don't have two separate images. It's just one image close to your face, and there's no lenses. Like
it is just a screen. Exactly. See, you know what I want.
But yeah. So
wow.
To recap for my Sony thing, PSVR Home, new controllers for the VR, and there's a little like external box that comes with the PSVR, and
is it like a?
Some people are saying it helps
house?
with process. No, some people are saying it helps with processing.
Oh.
And some people are saying it doesn't. It just does the splitting to the TV.
Yeah.
I want the PlayStation Neo to have that built in, so Morpheus into PlayStation, or like have that option at least, because a lot of people's PlayStations are in like a nightstand thing.
Yeah.
But like, even if you have it at the front, that'll just fix that, like the port.
Yeah. Okay.
So Morpheus in the PlayStation, and then out of the back of the PlayStation into TV.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I want them to have that built in, and if the little box does external like processing, since the Neo would be stronger, then I keep calling it Morpheus.
I think the biggest thing is probably cooling as well too. Adding that an extra box would probably. I don't know. I don't see it being a problem though. I don't. See it being a
Sony is like a mastermind at like their brick thing is inside their console still.
Yeah.
I don't.
God, the brick.
Yeah. The GameCube has the brick outside of the console. So like, and then Sony's PS4, it's still the Xbox One has it outside too.
Yeah, God, Xbox 360 does too.
It's freaking giant.
Oh yeah, you have one.
Yeah, that's the smaller
it's
one.
It's a brick.
That's the smaller one. The smaller brick.
It's not much smaller though. Oh yeah. Wow, and it's a lot thinner.
Yeah, it's definitely like they tried to make it smaller. But and for Microsoft,
why though? Making that brick smaller doesn't do much.
Microsoft, my wish list for them is they.
All right.
VR headset for Xbox. They have.
I'm fully expecting one.
Like Oculus support with an update on the Xbox.
No, I'm fully expecting they're gonna come out with a Smith.
No, I feel like that's their console, dude.
Oh, sorry, that's the console. They're gonna come out with a Oracle.
I'm gonna say the One, but that's their Xbox.
Oh my God,
yeah,
Jerry.
I feel like so Oculus and Microsoft already have like not a connection, a partnership.
Yeah.
So I feel like
a connection.
they would just partner with like the hardware of the Oculus as well.
God, I don't know.
Because think of it like this.
That could really go either way, I think.
Because an Xbox controller comes with the Oculus
Yeah.
and a bunch of other shit. If you get
Bunch of other shit.
now imagine if Oculus puts out, or Microsoft, I guess, puts out like a not really a converter, but the same little box that like the Morpheus PSVR has. For the Xbox One that lets the Oculus work with it. I feel like that would be like a lot easier than Microsoft making. They're already making HoloLens, right? So it would be a lot easier than them actually making their whole other thing to have 6 VR headsets on the market like in 1 year.
See, it wouldn't surprise me if they did it, just because they'll probably try and link it to Windows 10 somehow, because that's all they're trying to do. But I bet they'll also take the HoloLens and just try it, and they'll just try and use the experience they made developing that and just say, like, you know, we took all of our experience and just made it into a VR headset. Like, I feel like that's something that they're just going to try and spin.
Yeah, they would do that
and they're
too.
going to want to try and make it fully compatible with Xbox and 10.
And it's always online.
Windows 10. And it's always online. Also, there's a camera that points at your eyes.
Oh, for eye tracking or for spying?
No, for spying.
Okay. It doesn't track, it just feeds out to Microsoft.
No, they can just see your eyes at all time.
And just to rack up the price, it's in like 500 frames a second. High speed camera at your eyes.
It's in 4K.
Yes. All right.
Okay, I think that's a good wrap-up point.
Yeah. So, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Let us know what you think about Nintendo's mistake.
Wow.
Alleged mistake. Alleged fuck up. Alleged downhill disaster.
I don't think you have to say alleged anymore.
Downhill disaster. It could work out really
Downhill
good.
Jam.
That game sucked.
That's the second game ever got on Wii.
I'm so sorry.
I know, it wasn't my choice.
It could work out.
Mom saw a Tony Hawk game.
It could work out very well. Mine was also an automatic running game or whatever. It was Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm like, how do I stop? I Google it. You can't. Let us know what you think about Sonic. And
How do you stop?
your E3 predictions down below. And we left.
Are you going to get Sun or Moon?
Are you going to get Sun or Moon?
No, I was asking them. But which one? You have to decide now. Go.
Ah! Whatever Pokemon looks cooler.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
I know, I have to see the Pokemon first. Oh, I can't wait to see the starters.
Calm down.
Dude, shut up. Also, listen. Again, the only Pokemon game I've ever skipped was the Black and White. Also, dude, new Eevee evolutions, I'm ready. I'm really sad now, because you know how I'm like...
Bye.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, what?
Anyways, I'm super sad because now there's more than 6 Eevees, and I'm an Eevee maniac, where
you can't pick?
Yeah.
You always have all Eevees?
I always have all Eevees.
I like Faireon.
Espeon's a pretty easy
I like the
one for me to
pink
get rid of.
one with the blue bow.
Yeah.
Bow tie. I think that was my...
Sylveon.
Oh, Sylveon. Oh, I said, it's fairy type. I'm like,
Yeah,
Fairy.
yeah, I know you said Fairy. I didn't want to embarrass you.
I have not played Pokemon since Diamond.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to see the starters, though.
Dude,
Because this one's supposed to be, like, really good for the Pokemon. There've been leaks or whatever, like, predictions where, from what I've seen, the Pokemon are, like, good Pokemon. Like, they're all cute, or they're all
You said
cool.
from what I've seen in an accent. From what I've seen.
That's like a mix between, like, a redneck and British.
Exactly.
What I've seen. I want to hear that now. Alright, bye. I think we already ended, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Stop recording. What?